Good evening, and welcome to Space Engineers. This is your host, Wolfe and Ray. Today, I'm just going to demonstrate two things. I'm going to demonstrate the C-Series fleet by the Blair Enterprise is Incorporated, and I'm also going to include in that the new Kinesi's formations script, and I did a little bit of play testing, helped him with some turrets on this, identifying problem. Now this script works wonderfully, and I want to demonstrate for you today just the ramifications of what this script can do. Now, as you can see, I'm in my Star Cruiser, the Starship Cruiser, the Star Wolf, and off to the left over there is my newest ship, the frigate. It's just a regular frigate. It's called the Horizon. And on the right is my C-Series planetary frigate, meaning that it can both do planets, atmosphere, and space. So it's not as heavily armed or armored, and it's heavier, but it's got multi-role function. That is the Patriot. Now, as you can see, the Star Wolf is a little outdated, I think, when it comes to the scripts. Like, some of these scripts are still M-Master scripts. His level 1, not the LCD2s where you use the custom datas and stuff. So I'm gonna have to revise the interior of the Star Wolf here pretty quick. Like, as you can see, I'm using Phil's diagnostic. I like Elysius's floor plan a little better, but Phil came out long before Elysius, so I want to show what Kinesi has created here. He's created a monster, and it's going to be so good. Fleet commanders. I think I'm on creative right now, so and that's just for the facts that I just want to showcase the actual script. Now, there are certain levels. There are two levels of space engineers. You have your space engineers who can craft boxes, and those are level 1s. And then, of course, you got your space engineers that are pretty good at doing ship-to-ship battles. Usually, they do a lot of Star Wars multiplayer battles, creative, they just kind of crash their ships into one another. That's kind of like an intermediate level 2 guy. And then, of course, you got your level 3 guys, and these are the guys who make like the half-made ships, where they use the half-made pieces, they slap together these super great works of art that look kind of like half junk and half cool. And they also do all sorts of things like, walk and such. I say the level 3 gamers. And then you got your level 4 gamers. And these are the guys who go into battles, not with one ship, but with like 20 ships. And let me show you what I got going on here. Kinesi's fleet formation. I have a fighter here. There's another fighter back there. Maybe you can see it. I'm getting closer to it. Okay. Whoa. See, here's another fighter. Now, I borrowed this from the workshop. It's called the Black Widow, and it just kind of fits my purposes for now. I forgot who made it, but I can put a link in somewhere, And now here's the thing. I have this formation over here. I think it's a line. I have 2 more fighters up in the front. As you can see, they're twinkling right here. And then, of course, here's my frigate. Since I'm not manning it, I got the front window closed up, the front window shield closed up, so that way I'm not, getting bullets shot through the thing. Now, here's in the newer ship. It's really just made for, for space. I redesigned the engines a little bit. But here's the major. See the dual antenna? Now, let me get this on. One of these antennas is receiving formation information from the cruiser. The other antenna is sending information to his fighters that are dispatched on his side. See, as you can see, oh, look at all this spam. But you can see I got a lot of fighters. I got 4 fighters attached to this cruiser, and then this cruiser, or in this frigate, then this frigate is attached to my command cruiser. On the other side, I have kind of the same thing going on, and I see that there's a quarry over there. It'll probably disappear, and then I'll just have to find something else. I do believe I got this one also in a line. As you can see, I got the 2 ships in the front, 2 ships in the back. I have some civilian vessels in the background, of course, because this is my boneyard. You know, this is where I create stuff. And so this is my planetary frigate. As you can see, it's kind of along the same standard of the C series. You know, the C series has a standard, but this newest thing is I put in the 2 antennas. One antenna is, as you can see, will be for director. You see the C series antenna director, and then C series antenna subordinate. So that means the subordinate one receives information from the cruiser over there, the Star Wolf. This is of course the Patriot. And then the other one gives the orders, relays the orders then to those 2 fighters you see that are back here. I'll get a little closer so you can see them. You see them right there, and then there's 2 in the front. So what does all this mean? That means that all I gotta do is fly my cruiser, and these 2 frigates will lay escort to the Star Wolf. The Horizon and the Patriot will escort the Star Wolf in formation, and then on top of that, those 4 fighters that each one of them, the 4 Black Widows that are attached to each one of those, will fly in formation to the frigates. So say like if I get in combat situation, I can go in with my cruiser and totally, you know, have everybody participate in one huge flying circus. Or if I want to do a recon, I could always hop into one of my ships over there and detach from the main fleet and do a formation in that way. I could like do it manned, or I could even do it unmanned from my antenna or from my cruiser here, where I could just take over the remote control and then fly that frigate off to whatever it is that needs to be done. And what will happen is not only will that frigate go, but those ships that are assigned to that frigate, those fighters, will also escort the frigate. This is very, very, very powerful. Let's go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to play in third person. I usually don't do third person creative, but in this case, I'm doing third person creative because I want to show the power of this script. Okay, so we're headed towards that enemy now. Now I have no idea what that enemy is. A commercial freighter. Oh, I'm sorry, commercial freighter, but you're gonna get destroyed. Okay, well, our quarry hasn't gotten away, which is good. Okay, guys, here they come. See him? There's one. Where's the other guy? Well, oh, the other guy's coming. He's just taking his time. Is that him right down there? Probably. Let's see if I can't find my peeps. That's this guy right here. He's the bad guy, or the victim. I wouldn't call him the bad guy. Clearly he's the victim. let's go after him. Okay. Oh, we got more than one peoples. Okay, I see the other guy catching up. I see him catching up. I've gotten good at turning while steering. Being able to turn my head because I play in first person usually. If you can't turn your head while flying the ship, that makes it really bad. Oh, looks like we're opening fire. Oh, and there's the commercial freighter. Now, what we'll do is you'll watch as the other two frigates and fighters will come into view of the battle. Torpedoes are quite inaccurate at high speed. Nice, nice. You can see it from first person point of view. We took some damage. I think we're tearing this guy apart. As you can see, my other two frigates are oh, and there's a fighter plane right there. Or maybe that was a spawned ship. I think that's a spawned ship. We better... Yeah, he's spinning out of control. Oh, there's a little fireball of some sort. Oh, here comes the fighters. As you can see, they're flying in. Let's see if I can't zoom in, zoom around a little bit. Okay, so we got that space debris. I think we took care of this guy. A couple more missiles. Yeah, that guy's pretty much space junk at this point. And as you can see, my fleets are starting to now fall back into formation because, you know, we've pretty much decimated the enemy, right? But we got another enemy over here. So what would I like to do? Well, say like I don't necessarily want to take the rest of my fleet, right? I just want to go check it out, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the horizon, take control of the horizon. All I have to do is I'll just set up my camera 1. Whoops. And let me get to viewing it. So what all I have to do now is then once I am here, all I have to do is turn off the subordinate part, Kinesi's formation, the subordinate half, turn it off, and then I can have full control of my ship again. Let's go back to my ship. Okay, I have to click out and go back in it. So, remote access, horizon. See? Now I'm in control of my ship, plus the fleet, and I can just leave the rest of my fleet here. So, I don't think that there's a V view. There's only a first-person view when you're doing a drone, right? And right now I'm in drone mode. As you can see, my fighters, there to the left, he's appeared right in front of me, right? You can see him flying escort off to the side, and only the ships that are assigned to this ship fly with us. Now, I'm seeing 2 sparks here. Now, is one a star? I'm not quite sure. I think that's the ship right there. Yep. That's our target right here. Now you see this little steel overlay in front of my camera, and that's just the quality of the frigates. When the armor shield is up over the windshield, the camera kind of sees through the armor block. It's like a big old blast door block, but the little metal thing that's always in the center of those blast door blocks kind of makes this cool armored overlay, so that when you're looking through your camera you feel like you're behind some sort of reinforced bunker or something. I think it's very, very, very exciting. Let's see what we got here. It's a mining carriage. Okay, you're gonna get beat up, mining carriage, because we're coming in for a strafe. Oh, you can see my guns are shooting, but I can't hear them because, you know, I'm flying remote control. Now that I've engaged in combat, though, I can now just leave my ship and he'll stay in combat, and I can join him with the rest of my fleet. Well, you know what I should do? First, though, what I should do, planetary frigate, where is it? Right here. I need to turn on. Oh, come on. Come on. These things can be touchy. Where's the Kinesi? I need to turn that back on. See? Now, I think he's already taken care of it. We can have the rest of the fleet join up. Of course, I could have gotten to that ship. I could have went into that ship manually as well. But then what fun would that be? You know, the whole point of a flagship is that you stay in the flagship and you command your fleet from the flagship. So I'm commanding my fleet from, you know, the Star Wolf, which is the flagship of the C series fleet. So, you know, I may build a bigger ship, but right now the cruiser's the biggest ship that I have in the fleet, so that kind of makes it the flagship. Now, I don't think I'm going to be building a battleship, because a battleship is really kind of pointless. I'm thinking about building a big old strike carrier or something like that. As you can see now, I think he done took care of that. He's now starting to fly. He's going to fly into formation. Hopefully we don't crash into each other. Oh, we ain't going to crash into each other. You can see the fighters that fly by. Oh, you can't see nothing from my cockpit. But you can see the fighters and he getting into formation. You can see the other guy who follow along behind. So, this is what I'm saying to you guys. This is the next level of space engineers, where instead of being a ship captain or a solitary engineer or flying around in a single ship with your friends or several people with your friends, you now, with this amazing new script that Kinesi has built, you could command fleet. Now, there used to be an old one called R-Daves, which, you know, doesn't work, and it was overly complicated. This one is super simple, and so I'm gonna start making more YouTube videos where I'm commanding whole fleets, because there's the one players, and especially on my multiplayers. If you see Wolf and Ray on your multiplayer, you just realize that I've got fleets at my command. I'm a fleet engineer. So I hope that this demonstration really shows you some of the potential. Now this is limitless. There's no restrictions on how big your fleet can get. You can have fleet upon fleet upon fleet upon fleet. I mean, this can all get interconnected. It's however tight you want to weave it. Like I've weaved it to where the 2 frigates are hooked to the command ship, and then the fighters are hooked to each of those. But it could go even further than that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try to post it up on the forums. Go check out this Kinesi's fleet formation project. Also go check out my fleet builds, the C series, BEI fleet C series, Star Wolf, which is the starship cruiser, and then of course the planetary starship frigate, the Patriot, and the Horizon. All of those will also be on the links down below. If you like this video and you want to see more fleet action, just give me a like, subscribe, and give me a comment about what some of the things that you would like to see performed here in Space Engineers, because you know, ship-to-ship combat is outdated at this point, and it's time for the next level to happen, where we just have huge armadas, player versus player. Okay, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye bye.